to the Armon Wiggins Show, where it's a lot going on. We discuss music, drama, celebrity gossip, pop culture, and everything in the entertainment world.
That's how we already know.
Stay tuned right here as we spill the tea, sip some tea, all raw for your enjoyment. Now grab your cup and buckle up.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we are back with another video. Okay, so listen, this is going to be a pretty nice video today. If you're a returning subscriber, well, then you know how this thing goes. And if you're new, welcome and hello.
Hello, motherfucker.
All right, so right off the bat, I'm going to let you guys know I've never before done this on this channel. We are doing a pre-recorded interview / conversation. Now listen, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood has already kicked off, and there's been a lot going on already. Now I told you that I was going to try to get the inside scoop, and so I have Summer Bunni's manager Antonio Velez. Hopefully I said his name right. He'll correct me when he gets on here, and he's going to give us his opinion on how the show has been running from his perspective. You know, whenever these people are on these different shows, they always say it's the editing. So we're gonna hear how he feels about the editing. I've heard like they're chopping audio, they're chopping scenes, and so he wanted to kind of set the record straight and let some things be known and make some things be clear. So instead of assuming, I thought we might as well get it from the horse's mouth. So we're gonna bring him on and get into some things, okay? So without further ado, let's bring Antonio onto the stream. All right. Okay, so Antonio, welcome, my friend.
Hey, you. How you been?
I've been great. The last time I seen you, we were in LA for Summer Bunni's premiere party.
Yeah, it was a real situation.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. Now, I'm going to have to tell people, listen, I might be a little biased to this because I do like you and I do like Summer Bunny. So this is not me. This is not going to be a regular, like, interview because I like you guys. And, you know, everybody knows that. So I just want to know what you think about the season so far.
It's a nice entertainment season. But are they telling the truth? Obviously, it looks like that because you're watching it, but they're not. It's a lot of things being chopped out, added in. So to build what you said, it's absolutely true. I've been tweeting about it. It's like it's not right. If you're going to have us do something, at least have the right audio playing. Do not cut, chop, and make it your own.
Now you saying they chopped audio. Okay, so we can't play the scenes here because for copyright. So you're talking about when Lyrica came into whatever the party was. It was Lyrica, Apple Waz, Ray J, Princess, you, Summer Bunny, Yo-Yo, Mr. Ray, that whole debacle.
Oh no, this has been going since from the jump. Let's take it back when we were at Yo-Yo School of Hip Hop. Before going into that, it's like you don't walk into a room and someone tells you, hey, spit. That didn't happen. There was conversation. I expressed who I was because Yo-Yo did not know me. Ray knows me. We know each other for quite some time. So we had to kind of catch up and talk, this and this and that. And he introduced everybody to us. Then I went and I introduced Summer. Since
Ray as in Ray J?
No, Ray as in Mr.
Ray. Was he there? I don't even remember that episode. He was there at the School of Hip Hop?
Yeah, that was the first. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
first or second episode. And we had a chatter. And then when we started explaining, then Yo-Yo said, Summer, have Yo-Yo said, Summer, speak. So then Summer started breaking down how she's an artist. And that's when Yo-Yo said, spit. Okay. It didn't start us walking in and then all of a sudden us spitting. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that. We told the truth about Summer, how it started and where we at now. Obviously, I guess they're not interested in that.
So what was the tea though with like Apple Watts? Like, why was there so much shade?
Good question, because we saw Apple. Well, not we. Summer saw Apple before taping, and everything was cool. You know what I'm saying? And the real tea here is that we walked in, okay, And I guess it was too good for TV, the hugging, that we was asked to come back and come back in. And when we came back in, that is what transpired.
What you mean? So you're saying that it was no drama when you first walked in,
It's a fact that there was no drama.
and so they wanted the drama. Okay, but we do have to say, like, wasn't Summer Bunny like wasn't the whole idea for her to bring the drama or no?
No, they were really on some of this and some of that. I don't know where the dynamic changed. You know what I'm saying, in this whole thing, because they were really on us. And now it's like, this is not what we discussed. We accepted the chopping part when we're explaining her part, her story. We could accept that, but episode after episode after episode, you guys keep on chopping and chopping and chopping and chopping. So what is there left? Everybody's talking about their story. This one, this story. This one said about this. Let's talk about Summer. Okay, yeah, she slept around or slept with somebody or whatever your perception is. But I know there's somebody has to be there wondering what's her story. Why isn't her story being told?
That's true, but maybe perhaps they hadn't got to that part yet.
It did. It's just I guess it got cut.
Okay, so take me to episode 3. So where Summer actually meets up with Lyrica, and then it was about to be a fight. I mean, and it looked like you were about to fight Apple Watts or Princess or somebody.
No, actually, you're funny. You're funny. No one was trying to fight nobody. You know what? Let's keep it real.
Okay, give it real.
What we need to understand here is a lot of the commotion was going on. If I wanted to back out, there was many times to do that.
Mm-hmm.
They got to talk. I understand Prince's level of getting in it because that's her friend. But then Apple, I wasn't sure what she was trying to do.
Yeah, I don't understand Apple's part in the beginning or just in the middle of it at all. I'm like, Apple, are you just trying to solidify your spot for next season? It really feels like Apple Watts is really jealous of Summer Bunny outside of everything. It's like,
actually,
girl,
we're cool.
Oh, y'all cool.
Yeah. After that happened, we got on the phone and we talked about a lot of stuff. And she said, you know what I'm saying? She said what she said. We said what we said, but we're good. I don't have no beef with Ray J. I don't have no beef with Lyrica, none of them, even though she has called previously her, you know what I'm saying? But we're all cool. Not all the cast members are cool, just like Apple. Mr. Ray and I are cool. And that's pretty much it. But the problem here is that all these people are jumping at her. Let's remove.
Yeah, that's not fair.
What you're seeing is like, oh, okay. Oh, Antonio's gonna hit a female. Where did that female part? I told producers as that happened, as everything was coming down, that I did not like that. They said, oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. When I said, hold on, because the reality is that I didn't see Summer. Believe it or not, people want to believe it. People don't want to believe it. But the point is that I'm telling you the truth because I was there Monday sitting down with my family and with my daughter and my wife watching the display being told that, hey, that I'm trying to hit a girl. I wouldn't want that for my daughter. I wouldn't want that for my mom. I wouldn't even want that for my sister, my wife.
Well, for nothing. I don't know why. I mean, I was just kidding about the Apple Watch thing because at the end of the day, there were men there. There was Mr. Ray there. So you weren't that close to anybody for anyone to know who exactly you were charging at. So for them to assume that it was going to be a woman would be a little bit outrageous, in my opinion.
And if that's the case, I always like to do the what if. What if that was the story? There was a lot of cameras. Why wasn't there different angles? Why wasn't there, like, they exploited Jocelyn when she decided that she was going to hit every cast member? There was like 13 different shots. One from the back, one from the side, one from the front, one from the top, one from the bottom. It was covered. And then they did the display message in the next episode saying, we had to suspend Jocelyn because of the violent behavior. Mm-hmm. So why put that? If that was what you were trying to do, then where was all the? I want all the other angles to be shown.
So
because
where were you? Okay, so I watched it, and this is the only part I'm like, Antonio, you were going. I don't know who you were going after, but you definitely were going after somebody. Now you said you didn't see Summer. I was like, Summer was on the side of you and she was talking. So I don't know
Oh,
how you missed
so
her.
no. She was not talking at that precise moment. Let's keep it a stack.
Okay.
Remove yourself. You're with somebody, a friend, a talent, your boyfriend, whoever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the situation is occurring, right?
Mm-hmm.
They remove me first because they know that if I go this way, Summer might follow. Okay,
Okay.
you see the scene. I was looking straight because now in my head I'm programming. I'm on a level 10 now. You know what I'm saying? Because yelling and this, and I feel like there's three people attacking her, which is supposed to be one. She ain't slept with Ray.
Right.
Apple, you know what I'm saying? So that was frustrating. You know what I'm saying? It was an ambush. So I'm processing this. Remind you that we weren't told that because people think that we get a login sheet and be like, oh, yeah, we're filming with this one. We don't know who we were filming with until
Okay.
we get there. Okay. So it was supposed to be a, oh, cool moment. Yes. You sign up for this and stuff like that. I get it. I did it all. But you don't sign up for audio to be misconstrued and my character to be assassinated. I understand how it may look, but in my thought process, I wasn't thinking. I'm processing this. I did not realize the Summer was right here next to me. When I kind of realized that, I'm like, ooh, you know, I'm thinking about something else. When I look, that's when they kind of put Summer to the side and I did what I did. I'm not going to sit there. You guys saw it. But okay, so now you're upset, Armon, and you're trying to get to a loved one that you're not seeing or someone or friends or client, whatever, and you don't see them, what, you're just going to turn around and walk? You know they're going to stop you.
No, and and not for nothing, in the heat of the moment, it's a lot going on. You might want to jump, and then maybe like, here's the thing: even if you did want to pop off, that's okay, because we
And if
still
I
don't
wanted to
know
pop
who.
off, I probably would have popped off on
Yeah,
Mr. Ray because at that particular time, me and Mr. Ray was not in a positive spot.
and let's just be clear here. If you're there and this is TV, in my mind, you better pop off. You got to earn your keep. This is what pop off,
Right,
slap 'em.
but the way that to sit there and then I have to look at my daughter because that was a shock to me. I'm not gonna lie. I knew the situation was gonna happen because let's be honest, they mute everything I say. They have muted everything I said. The yo-yo had a dialogue. I even had dialogue with Mr. Ray and talked to other cast members. Ain't nobody want to hear that. How
Yeah.
convenient that they're gonna give me what 5 seconds to what say that I'm acknowledging that I'm gonna hit somebody. That audio, no. And I did write to them, so I
Yeah,
hoping to
that
get
was a little bit of that was a little trash because the one thing that they got you saying is kind of like,
a green.
you're not gonna
Accepting
hit.
that that's what I,
Yeah, you're not gonna hit somebody, and yeah, I feel you on that. So you kind of feel played, like, all right, you're not playing anything else I'm saying. You got me being a silent cast member, but then you have audio when you got the security like checking me, like almost like I was gonna go attack a female. Like
right.
that looks messy. I feel that. So what? Have people been like coming at you?
Oh
Like,
yeah, yeah.
okay,
My business line is linked to my Instagram, and from f bombs to how they're gonna handle me, and they
mm.
can't wait to catch me with my family. To tweets talking about, oh, thank God I found you on Twitter because this is what I'm gonna do to you. And so we're promoting peace because that segment was all over the place. We're promoting peace. Um, and it's unfortunate and giving a message and rest in peace Nipsey Hussle and you know what I'm saying, have things like that, and then you're gonna squeeze that because to me that was a foolery. To
Right.
me, it's like what happened was that if you guys really wouldn't cut all everything that you cut and do the copy and paste, you would have had a completed episode. But since we're nip here, nip that, taking this and taking that, I guess they had to make it what it is, which is not true. It's not a true story. It's not reality.
And so you don't feel like Summer Bunny's story is being told in the right way.
No,
Yeah,
we
that's
said we said it. It was filmed. It was supposed to be a part of, the yo-yo situation.
and you know
That's
what? Another interesting part where they made Summer look like trash is when, excuse me, when they said when she had when they had her tell Lyrica, I'll f your man again, or don't make me
yeah.
f him again. And so you think that, and you said that part was audio like manipulated.
Yeah. Because what people don't know is that she came back and tried to make her foo-foo statement, and she tried to, like, she even came at me. Lyrica came at me.
Okay, so tell me what really happened in that scene.
All right. Action. So what so what happened was in that scene after Lyrica left, Yo-Yo was talking to her like, listen, make it right, which what made it on TV.
Right.
So then it goes, all right. She went and spoke to Lyrica, said what she said. I guess it took Lyrica kind of 5 minutes to 10 minutes to kind of react and sink in and be like, oh, Shorty just told me what it is. And I was like stunned.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, when Summer walked in, I was removing my mic. Summer was getting her mic removed. Here comes Lyrica, like a storm hitting Florida. Oh, Antonio, and I was talking to you on FaceTime. No, sis, you called me because you had other bloggers contacting me to, what I'm saying, to say the story. So I'm thinking that was kind of a smack to Summer's face in a way. Like, oh, I spoke to your manager. You know what I'm saying? But what she didn't know in the gotcha is that Summer was well informed. So when I said, you sound dumb, you calling me, you know what it is. And then she mentioned the mutual party, which I'm not going to get into who the mutual party is. And I said, that's what you're trying to do. She got upset because obviously she was hot. She comes and throws her purse. Didn't hit me, didn't hit Summer. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then obviously if you're going to be launched at something, you know what I'm saying, you're going to react. So what's going to upset somebody? Saying, well, again, that wasn't at that precise moment when she turned around. That was after, when the cameras weren't rolling. The only thing that was on was the mics that she had on.
So you're saying when Summer turned around and you couldn't see her say, I'll F him again, that was the audio manipulation. But then Lyrica was outside and she was just like, well, go ahead, F him again.
Right, so where was Summer? She was long in. The same way when she asked for Uber driver, Lyft drive in her car, which never made it because you never saw it in the scene. Pull up. That was the same way of her saying, where's my lips? I mean, her lips weren't moving, but it was there.
Listen, no, her lips were not moving. You're right, because I watched it and her lips didn't move. I didn't realize that all of that goes into the editing.
Okay, so check this out too. When the whole debacle was going on, I was in front of Summer. Mm-hmm. When I was gonna call it the wrong. When Princess came to launch at Summer, all of a sudden I was pushed to the side of Summer. Mm-hmm. So obviously, why didn't we see that translation from front to back? Oh no, it was cut. But then you see, and then you don't see nothing no more because they go back to the group and they don't see when they escorted me first. Mm-hmm. Yes, you see Summer right there, but I look like a horse just looking straight. If you look at it now, I understand if when I said my statement and I'm like talking to her and then like that, then I get it. But the whole time I was like, then when I turned around, that's when they had her. Like, don't play me. I know I was there. So was everybody else, like I said in the email. Don't do that. So why couldn't they mute me again like they did throughout the whole season?
So have they responded to your email?
No.
So, I mean, what did you say in the email? You just was like, you don't like the way that they edited it?
Hold on.
This is crazy because this seems to be like the going thing now with these reality shows. I mean, your homegirl Black China, she's having a bunch of editing issues too. Apparently.
I think that's a trend.
Oh, let me see. I can't really. Oh, hope all is well.
So basically, it's like hope all is well because it's not well with me. Boom. They should know. And I just explained to her, like I highlighted what they said and how I said things.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't, if that was me and I did all that, I wouldn't do that. But that's not the message I want my kids to see.
Right. Because like, you do have kids and you just don't want that drama out there. So I understand that. But then again, going on a show like Love and Hip Hop, you kind of have to just be open to whatever because who knows? It could be even worse. I mean, is there more fighting?
No, hopefully that's not manipulated, but I'm not there for that.
Oh, so that's the only scene that you're in.
Yeah, I think so.
Uh-oh. Well, will Summer have more scenes?
She recorded. She has recorded. So would she be on? Let's see.
Do you think that we're going to get her story told?
No, no, because if that was it, then where was all the follow ups? Where's her story when we said in the beginning? Where was the sit down? If there was a misunderstanding, like there was none of that.
So when you guys signed on, they didn't kind of tell you what the storyline was going to be?
No, they was all on it. Like, oh yeah, like literally da 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 da, and this and this and this and that. I don't know where it's changed, where the energy changed. I don't know what happened for it to be what it is now. Everything was like we trying to tell the story. We trying to yes, they were upfront and said, listen, we're going to address some things like the A1 and all that stuff. We're okay with it. But we was okay with it because they also said that we were going to discuss music and discuss her studio stuff and this and that, which I I don't know.
So from a manager perspective, because you're not just a manager, you're a crisis manager. You even do PR work. So how do you like change this situation from being perceived as a negative to like a positive? Like how are you going to fix this?
Well, to be honest with it, like this was a best career move, but not in our best interest. So if I could do it all over again, I wouldn't sign on, and I would not sign her on to it because I felt like we were blindsided to it. And how would I fix it? By just ignoring it and moving on to the next. Because the good thing here is that they're looking at everything negative that she has done, but we literally after we did our premiere party, the 2 days after that, we went to Nipsey Hussle's court, and it was a community service that we did, and giving out backpack to the kids and giving back to the community, and her giving a motivational speech, and press was there, and all that good stuff. Her taking pictures with kids, saying like, "If you've been bullied, talk to me. I know how it is," and things of that nature. No one's talking about that.
Were the Love and Hip Hop cameras there?
They were missing in action.
That's interesting because they film continuously. So that I'm wondering why they weren't there for that. And Summer hasn't. She also hasn't gotten a green screen. So that's kind of why I'm like, all right. So they just kind of like putting her out there like some like side chick floozy that doesn't really get to talk. Everybody else is just getting to talk. Like, where's her? Is she gonna get a green screen moment, or did she have one?
She has a picture of it.
Because I'm trying to think. I don't think she had like a green screen that I've seen her on. I don't remember yet.
At this point she should have been, but I don't know.
So they don't tell you that either? Oh wow.
What I could tell you is that if she was on a green screen, I think it would have been out, unless that got chopped too.
Okay, so you're cool with Apple. You're cool with Mr. Ray.
Yes.
So everybody's cool, just not cool with Lyrica and A1.
Actually, I had a conversation with A1 in Instagram with the whole debacle and him, I guess, smacking up Mr. Ray. I hit him up like, what is this that they're saying that you got a message for me and this and this and that? And we spoke like men. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't expect him to respond that way. I was already preparing myself, you know what I'm saying? Because everything that has to do with Summer, I always have to kind of put like a big brother role, you know what I'm saying? And this is not what it is, or da da da. And it actually went better than what I expected. And actually, I respect him for that. I respect him that we could have a real conversation. And
I'm not really sure what role Mr. Ray plays. I don't really follow Mr. Ray. I'm not really sure. What does Mr. Ray really do to bring to the show? What is his role? Who is he? What is he doing?
I don't know. The only thing that I really do know what's doing is Summer. I don't know what everybody else is doing.
Because you know what? I'll be honest with you. Like, I try to follow it. I follow it because I like you and I like Summer. But honestly, it's too many storylines. I can barely get through a whole episode. Like, I'm not even going to sit here and lie. People want me to talk about it all the time. But I'm like, you know what? This stuff, it's all over the place. Like, I didn't understand why they did the Nipsey Hussle thing and then inserted Jason Lee and then made it about Jason Lee's brother as if, I mean, no offense, but like, it was like, they made it seem like this just happened and this happened a very long time ago. You know, it was just weird. And so I was like, that
And
was
that's
weird.
my frustration. That's
Yeah.
exactly where frustration. Everybody's allowed to kind of fix their wrongs in a way and tell their truth and tell their story. I'm
Hmm.
all there for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for it, everything.
Hmm.
Could we get that same courtesy back?
Right. And then the white guy, I didn't even stay up for him. Who is he and what's his deal?
He's dope. I think he's a dope artist. The stuff that he has,
I don't think he'll be back next season. I don't think Yo Yo will be back next season either. But go ahead.
Yo-Yo's Yo-Yo's really, really, really an amazing mentor.
I think Yo Yo's very positive. I think she has
And
a
that's what
great
we need. The
energy.
show needs that. Let's keep it 100 because I don't think that if
She
Yo-Yo was
does.
there, Summer would have never spoken to her the way. I just don't know. I know that.
I
Oh,
like Yo Yo. I'm just saying I don't know if they'll bring her back if she's entertaining enough.
I
I,
think I don't know.
I don't know. I
But this,
like Yo Yo. It's no shade against Yo Yo. I'm just saying, she's fierce. But the white guy, I'm not. I really don't know. I don't really know too much about him. The only other storyline that's interesting, I think, is the Moniece in April, which I think April is the ultimate clout chaser. Well, oh, you can't probably.
I
I mean,
can't
would
say
you have
into
no
it.
you have no opinion on that?
I don't because it's then I will consider myself a hypocrite
Mm.
because I don't know her story, so I
Oh,
can't
you
say
like April?
she's. I don't know her to like her.
Okay, so you
Um,
never met her?
mm-mm.
Okay.
But the fact is that I can't say because I wouldn't. I don't like being judged like I am now, so I wouldn't judge on her. I'm not a hypocrite.
So do you guys have you guys all filmed with A1 or no? Or that you can't say. So there's no filming with A1.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's trash.
Not that I'm involved. I don't know if Summer has.
Oh, okay.
I haven't.
Well, let's switch gears a little bit while I have you here, while we're being a little bit messy. What's going on with Black China? I know you can't say too much, but you know what? Oh my gosh, I don't know what's a lie and what's the truth because I've interviewed half the damn cast over there and they've been lying to me left and right. Freshie, told me that first I got that he quit. Then I text him. He said that he hasn't talked to any media outlets and he hasn't talked to anyone, so he doesn't know where I got that information from. Then I sent him a video of him on Jamal's live saying that he quit. And then after this latest episode, he goes and announces that he quit. So he can't be trusted. Then I interviewed Ashton. Ashton made it as though he was still working for China. While I thought they were interviewing in China's house, he tells me that he quit June 22nd. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like, are they all just pulling a wool over our eyes for ratings? Like, what is going on here? Has it ever been that serious?
I could okay. So the only people I could really speak because I know is obviously China. China is a sister to me. Tokyo says I'm her god baby, so obviously China will be like my god sister. And Treasure.
Oh,
I know.
treasure.
Okay. And she's nice. You know what I'm saying? She actually there was a situation and she held me down and I wasn't even present. So I'm not gonna like make a comment about her, you know what I'm saying? Because first of all, things that my mom always taught me is like you don't get into a relationship, meaning someone that's together, married, and you
Yes.
get into a friendship like I wouldn't expect her to get into mine. So I have to respect that.
Mm-hmm.
Ashton, I don't know him. And that's no shade.
I
I've never.
like Ashton until I feel like he
Me too.
lied.
Well, I don't know, but he's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty cool. Um, just because of what I seen on the app.
Hmm.
Frenchie, the PR, I met him. He was cool with me. You know what I'm saying? Jamal is a different story. And
Jamal, oh, wait, well, your first of all, let's talk about Ashton is cool. Freshies just entertain me. Like, here's the thing. I feel like China has way too many gay men working for her because they all have these huge egos. I mean, Freshie's announcing how many square feet his office is, and this, that, and the third, and how he pretty much has recreated Black China. And then Jamal seems as though that he just came out of nowhere, and it doesn't even seem like he does this kind of work. It kind of seems like he was out throwing parties in Atlanta, and then he somehow got thrown into being a manager for Black China that started working for free. Um, and then he's a little bit extra himself. So I'm not really too sure about him. A lot of these all seem like they did this for free and for clout, and then they started feeling some type of way once Black China kind of was like going off on them. So I don't know.
I can't really speak for them because when I worked for China, I was getting paid. She
Oh, okay.
pays everything and she pays people in advance. So like she would pay me for the whole month. So to be honest, what employer would do that?
Hmm.
Because I could not show up. She would pay me for the whole month. And it's just Jamal. I think he. I mean, you could be a party planner and then tomorrow become a manager, but there has to be some type of ethic and the way you handle things. I think he was a little bit unprofessional
Yeah, a little. I mean,
and a little bit ungrateful.
a little. Like he clearly went. First of all, he put out some very strong allegations. He about substances and alcohol and was in her house recording live and I mean and then in our interview he then also said that he's willing to continue to work with her like and he's going to get his job back. Like I'm like what? And he was
Mm.
like yeah, they're really friends. Like China's really his friend. And I'm like how can you like fix your mouth to say and that's why I'm like what's going on? Like this cannot be real. Like I know you're not on the show and
Right.
I'm not asking you what you've talked to China personally because that's not what this is about, but
Right.
as a viewer, like what do you make of all this? Like as a viewer, take your personal relationships out of this. If you're watching this, what do you think about this whole thing?
Aside from the show that I'm on, it's a real show.
Hmm.
You know, I can't say what's being chopped because, and I'm not going to criticize because I'm not there and I can't speak for others. I just feel that people could do more. If your intention was there really to reunite the mom and daughter, it could have been done more. I just feel that people, and when I say people, let me clarify, it's not Treasure that I'm speaking of. I'm talking about team because when I was a part of the team and there's something that I didn't see, I make it until I decide, like, you know what, it's enough. I can't do it. You know, I'll try more than 3 times. So I think it has to do with the team. The team, because China, her heart is big and amazing. And I think she would like she teaches me she gets upset and then 5 minutes later she's over it, and you just cannot dwell on that. And with me, it's like I get mad and like it lasts like a week. You know what I'm saying? So to me as a viewer, I'm shocked. It's sad because you could see one by one by one by one people leaving.
And which is so interesting because the makeup artist, which is so funny, like I actually interviewed the makeup artist a long time ago
Oh,
about something totally different.
right.
That's a whole nother thing. Shout out to him though. Well, the interview's out on the internet on the internet somewhere. I guess a long backstory, real quick. Just he had, I guess, allegedly faked his death at one point. Yes, child. These people in Hollywood
Wait,
are
the makeup
crazy.
artist now?
Yes, the guy.
I heard about that.
Yeah, I did the interview. So anyway, touche. Um, but anyway,
You're
so he no, I've been around. No, but anywho, he I like him though, very attractive. But here's the thing. He seems to be one of the people that's really on her side, and he doesn't really side with the rest of the guys. He's kind of like it was all their fault, and like their stuff wasn't together. They weren't organized because China had no issues with him. So it's kind of like this thing where you don't really know the full story on either side because right now what they're saying is China is pretty much allowing Zeus to tear up all of her relationships and friendships just for a reality show, and this is not what the show was supposed to be about. It was supposed to show China in a good light, but it's just really showing her falling apart with everybody that's close to her. You're like she's exploiting
she
the
wouldn't
fact
allow
that
it.
she gave Treasure $20,000 and this, that, and the third. So you know and then a lot of people are saying that they were not aware that they were being recorded with all of this stuff, and China's just putting it out there.
You know what? I could kind of. I mean, first of all, China's not like that. She's not gonna let that happen. China fights for her people, and I could speak because when people, you know, what I'm saying, she was not having it. But to the other cast members, it could be true. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have that microphone on, you know what I'm saying, and you're not rolling. Then saying that the camera's not rolling doesn't necessarily mean that the cameras are rolling. Like the mic is always working. The only way that you know that's not working is that if the camera's not in your face and the mic is not in your body. As long as you have that mic and there's a camera in the vicinity, just take it as you're being recorded. Period.
Ooh, child. See, I don't think I would ever want to get on a reality TV show because
Well, reality is not what it was 10 years ago. And I come from a reality background when I was with I Love New York. And reality was reality. They did, you know what I'm saying? However, it's not what it is now. They'll sell their soul to get content. And obviously episode 3, once again, was not good.
That's crazy. You know what? I don't know, Antonio. I'm just kind of like all this stuff. It's like, here's my thing when it comes. We'll get back to episode 3, but when it comes to the Black China thing, really quick, the issue with me was when Tony was saying the editing was all bad. Nobody was saying anything. Now when it's on them, now nobody likes the editing. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, when is the editing bad and when is the editing good? Like,
but in my defense, with the editing situation, of course, I can't, like I said, speak for them because I'm not there. Right. Now, if I was there throughout the whole time, I'd be like, Armon, the tea is this, and that, and this, and this, and this, and that. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, if my friend and sister's character is being assassinated. Mm-hmm. But even Moniece is not happy talking about what the producers are trying to have her say, or they cut this and they cut that. So it's not me lying. However, once other people starts happening to them and they stop being yes, and I'll do this for this and I'll do that and I'll jeopardize this for that, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So me speaking, I mean, it could be true, like it cannot be true. I could only speak for myself.
But not for nothing, I love Moniece. But Moniece always has a problem with the editing every season.
Right, but that's why she did, to my understanding, Atlanta, and did this season because now, to my understanding, she's going to be out of her contract. This is her last season, so she got what she wanted, which is, and you have to wonder why these continuously there's different new cast members. They cannot stick with the same cast members, because if the truth is being told, then you don't need a different cast member. It's just that you say one thing and do another.
You know what the tea I want to know is, like, do you think that Lyrica and A1, I mean, do you think that Lyrica really cheated on A1 because, you know.
Yes.
With Safari?
Yes, and others, because there's a boyfriend. I don't know. I heard that she has a boyfriend.
I heard that too. I literally heard that they are not together really low key. Like, I really heard that Lyrica has a whole boyfriend right now.
Yeah, I heard the same thing too. Like,
oh my gosh, I forgot who I was talking to. Oh my god. Because they even gave me a name.
I forgot the person's name, but what I do know, there's screenshots along where Lyrica is trying to create her own storyline of cheating scandal.
Well, what's also interesting is I'm actually surprised that they didn't bring up Cardi being Offset.
Because we're not talking about that. That was like last year's news. We're on to the next. If you could see, I'm not even.
Now, I did hear a rumor that Cardi B was trying to get her off the show. Making calls to Mona.
Well, if that is true, right, then it just doesn't make sense of her saying that Nicki's stopping her bag.
Yeah, because let me stop talking about Cardi because everybody thinks I hate Cardi B.
No, let's get into some things. Let's be a realist. She is criticizing Nicki for doing something, and I'm not Team Nicki. I'm not no Team Cardi. I am Team Antonio, and for my kids. But right. you're criticizing someone, and then you're doing it to Summer. Okay, I get it. Because if someone's gonna do something to me that's gonna hurt me and change the life of my kids, I get it. But I'm not gonna stick with it a whole year. Also, you need to think. she's not only stopping Summer's bag, if that would be the case. You know what I'm saying? I could only speak about the interview that we did that we know that she stopped that. But as far as the show, now you're stopping my bag and my kids. So what did I do to you? I'm just doing my job. I'm just trying to provide for my family. And you're stopping that. If that would be true, that'd be effed up. Period. I wouldn't expect that. Especially, it's just, I don't know.
True.
I get her. I get her. But she needs to get me and know that you're stopping my bags and my kids' bags.
From your perspective, because you're a manager. So if she's stopping Summer, she's stopping you.
Right.
So that's why you're kind of like, I can't vibe with it, which makes sense. Like, that's a real point.
Right. I hope that she's not. But if she is,
but at this point, the girl is on the show, so I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
I mean, and I know those Love and Hip Hop contracts. They sign what was Masika signed for? 5 years. They get you on there for a long period of time, and then people are trying to get out of their contracts left and right, but they can't. So I'm sure if she signed a contract with Love and Hip Hop, she's on there until they decide if they're going to bring her on for the next season or if they're going to let her out of her contract. So it is what it is.
As long as Summer's with me, we're not talking about Cardi or Offset. I respect families.
And that's good. I honestly think that she doesn't need to do that. She needs to really focus on the music.
Summer is going to be an iconic, legendary artist. If Love and Hip Hop is going to give us the platform, or we will take it. We've been strong for a year. We've been fighting all the odds. So this will just be another odd that we're going to fight and win and succeed.
Well, I think that's a good stopping point on there. Let's stop on a positive, So what's next for her? Is there any music coming? I think the biggest thing is like getting a deal. You know what I'm saying? We need a deal or getting some real backing behind this music.
She's definitely in the studio. And we're going to have music videos. You guys have been asking for it. You heard it. It's good music. I don't have to vouch for it. It's going to happen all there.
The music is very good.
But the thing is that, right, the difference between her as an artist and anybody else, we could have been dropped a video a long time ago. But we have to be careful who we are hiring, because I don't want to hire Hector, right? And so and later find out that we're going to a meeting spot and Hector already told other people and it turns into something. You know what I'm saying? I have to be very careful how we do things, and I have to know these people 100% so I know that we're doing something and we're not getting ambushed. But the positive is that she is working and there's going to be music.
So when you say that, though, does that mean like because you're signed on with Love and Hip Hop, you can be recorded any time of the day, anywhere, 24 hours, all year round? Or is there a time where they say we're done recording?
No, they're still filming. But as long as your mic and the cameras are on, yeah.
But what does that mean? Because you're saying like if you hire Hector, what does that mean? If you're not filming that day?
Hector, the music video guy, it would be just safety precaution because she is hated.
True.
So that it has nothing to do with the show. It has to do with protection. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just don't want to hire the wrong person and being set up.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It has nothing to do with the show.
That's why I'm sure that you guys can get connections, industry connections to do the video.
I mean, we do have it, but people are scared.
What are they scared of?
I guess Cardi and them.
To do the video?
I don't know, just to do anything. Let's be honest. Would you do something with someone that you don't get along with? Because I'm going to be honest. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm not going to make it easy. But if I know it's affecting
others, I am a videographer and my job is to shoot videos. I'm shooting a video for Cardi, Nicki, Summer, anybody that's paying. That has nothing to do with me.
That's you and that's me.
No, one of my favorite DJs, DJ Booth. DJ Booth DJs for Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams loves Cardi B. Wendy Williams can't stand Nicki Minaj. DJ Booth is Wendy Williams' resident tour DJ. Do you think that DJ Booth is not going to DJ for Wendy Williams' show because Nicki Minaj don't like Cardi B?
No, but he's a professional.
Right. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, that has nothing to do with it. Like, his job is to DJ. So a videographer, their job is to make music videos. They shouldn't be in the mess of the artist. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me.
But thank you. for everything.
I mean, that doesn't make any sense. But, however, I mean, whatever. Now if they're getting paid a pretty penny not to do her video, then that's something else.
It could be. But I mean, we don't know. I'm just saying that's my reasoning. I have to be very careful who I bring on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Antonio, listen, I hope to see more of you on the show. I'm glad you kind of cleared it up, and I'm glad you gave us some insight on kind of how production goes, because with these kind of reality shows, you never really know what's real and what's fake, especially with Love and Hip Hop these days. And so I'm glad that you were able to, kind of clear some things up for us, and then, speak your piece, because we don't want a narrative to be put out that you were trying to attack women when you
and that's the only thing that has me upset. And I think I would have never spoken out about anything being cut out, because it really doesn't affect no one's life.
Mm-hmm.
But this affects mine.
Yeah, so well, hopefully production gets that together. But you're saying that this is the last, that you're not in any more scenes, so I'm sure this thing will not, like, nobody's gonna trip off this too long. I haven't really seen too many people going in on it, so I think if you just ignore it, then it should just go away.
Right, I kind of didn't acknowledge it, but anyways, I know me.
All right, so listen, I'll be in LA again, so we need to hang out. I like Summer. Like I said, you and Summer have always shown me love. So like I'm big enough to take whatever she does personally, even though that I'm a blogger, what she's done personally is not my business, because I've met her as a person and I'm cool.
The next step is you coming to LA, right? And you being in the studio. So you could see with your own eyes, and probably bring a guest, because at this point they might think that we're paying you. But bring a guest, or bring two guests. I'll allow you to bring two guests that doesn't even know. Make sure that they don't even know Summer. And if they do, whatever perception they have. Because I want you to see how quick she writes, how she's into her music, and how she does the production. And that's what's important. Because at the end of the day, the show is great, but what's going to longevity her career is the music. And she got it.
And she does. And so we're going to leave it on that, about the music. Thank you, Antonio. All right, guys. So listen, that was Antonio giving us the inside scoop from the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood season. Don't even get me. I don't even know what season this is, but I know it was episode 3. However, season 6. There it goes. It just came to my mind. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood season 6, episode 3. So we were just getting into some things. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the content, and shout out to the Zeus Network and the Real Black China, because they got a lot of drama going on over there. Antonio, listen, one thing I can say about Antonio, he knows how to get into the mix of the tea. Okay, baby, say what you want, but Antonio gets in the mix. Okay, I love Antonio. All right, guys, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, I want you to keep that same energy, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.